I've had this like physically cut out and tacked up on the side of my bookshelf ever since. Jane Mayer dropped this. She says, quote, Trump has already demonstrated a willingness to engage in almost unthinkable tactics to protect himself. Among his social circle in Palm Beach, speculation abounds that Florida's Republican governor, Ron DeSantis, might not honor an extradition request from New York if a bench warrant were issued for Trump's arrest. The state's attorney for Palm Beach County tells The New Yorker that he doubts such defiance would stand. Extradition, he points out, is a constitutional duty, and a governor's role in it is merely ministerial. But he admits that the process might not go smoothly. You know what, he says? I thought January 6th would go smoothly. Congress's role was just ministerial then, too. Governor DeSantis did not respond to a request for comment. So this was 8 weeks ago. Jane Mayer just dropping into this already newsy profile of the New York State prosecutors that are pursuing criminal charges against former President Trump, just dropping in the middle there that if Trump is indicted by those New York State prosecutors and there's a warrant out for his arrest in New York State, maybe the Republican governor of Florida would, hide Trump? Shield him from extradition like he's an international hijacker hiding out in Tehran or something? And that was a remarkable thing that Jane Mayer raised the prospect of 8 weeks ago in the New Yorker. Well, apparently, yes, that's a thing. That's happening. I mean, they're at least working on it. Politico.com today has picked up this storyline and run with it. And it turns out this is actually a thing in Trump world that they are working on. The knotty problem of how to shield him from extradition, once he's indicted and there's an arrest warrant for him, because apparently they expect that's on its way. Here's Politico's reporting today. All caps, scoop! Palm Beach makes contingency plans in case Trump is indicted. Law enforcement officials in Palm Beach County, Florida, have actively prepared for the possibility that New York prosecutors could indict former President Donald Trump while he's at Mar-a-Lago, according to two high-ranking county officials involved in planning sessions. Among the topics discussed in those meetings, because they're having meetings about it, quote, how to handle the thorny extradition issues that could arise if an indictment against Trump moves forward. An obscure clause in Florida's statute on interstate extradition gives Governor Ron DeSantis the ability to intervene and investigate whether an indicted person, quote, ought to be surrendered to law enforcement officials from another state, which means that as Mar-a-Lago prepares to close down for the season, didn't even know that was a thing, and as Trump therefore relocates to Bedminster, New Jersey this summer, it isn't just the Florida heat he's leaving behind. He could lose a key piece of political protection. If an indictment comes down while Trump is in Bedminster, New Jersey for the summer, this could all play out very differently. An attorney for Trump declined to comment. So, high-ranking county officials in the county where Trump lives in Florida are having meetings now, reportedly preparing for an anticipated standoff that will ensue once Trump is criminally charged, because they're expecting that, and once a warrant is issued for his arrest in New York. Law enforcement officials and county officials meeting about this possibility in Florida, and now, through the press, publicizing in advance that there is a little clause in Florida state law that might let the Republican governor down there try to shield Trump from arrest somehow. Yeah, you wonder why all the Trump people keep floating the idea that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is going to be Trump's new running mate when he runs in 2024. Yeah, keep flattering the guy. They're trying to line you up so you'll keep Trump out of jail soon, like this year, way before 2024. When they tell you you're going to be his running mate, it's because they're trying to get you to build a moat around his castle to keep law enforcement away. The Wall Street Journal reports today that a private school in New York has just been subpoenaed in conjunction with the New York investigation in a way that might not just signal additional pressure on witnesses against Trump in that investigation. It might signal that additional tax-related allegations about violations of federal tax law could be referred from those state prosecutors back to SDNY, which would involve a whole nother set of prosecutors on his case. And in that context, the 378th most clicked on news story of the day is, oh, by the way, ho hum, we might have a physical battle ahead sometime soon, sometime over the next few months, in which the former president tries to barricade himself in Florida with the help of local Republican officials who say they'll try to keep him from being arrested by either the feds or New York State. Totally normal. Some ex-presidents open a library, right? Or start a foundation. This one goes shopping for somewhere without an extradition treaty where he can rule from exile. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.